Samsung has exploded higher plus 10.09% to $349,000, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Tuesday, June 2nd, and this is your complete global market briefing. Caution prevails across asset classes. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is trading higher by plus 0.26%, at $7,599.96. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500 weekly preview, focus on jobs data, Broadcom earnings, investing.com Nigeria. NASDAQ 100 edged higher plus 0.60% to $30,514. Equity markets are responding to reports that Tech Weekly, software earnings help S&P 500 hit 8th week of gains, Investing News Network. Dow Jones is little changed, hovering near $51,079. Equity markets are responding to reports that Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500 weekly preview, focus on jobs data, Broadcom earnings, investing.com Nigeria. DAX slipped minus 0.36% to $25,003. This comes as Tech Weekly, software earnings help S&P 500 hit 8th week of gains, Investing News Network, adding pressure to energy markets. FTSE 100 is trading lower by minus 0.68%, at $10,339. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Samsung made a dramatic move today, surged plus 10.09% to $349,000. Equity markets are responding to reports that Samsung profit surges over eightfold to beat estimates as RE boom fuels memory chip crunch. Nvidia made a dramatic move today, surged plus 6.26% to $224.36. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Chip Stocks 2026, identifying the semiconductor winners versus RE hype barons. Meta plunged minus 5.07% to $600.47 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Meta has struggled at selling anything other than ads. Will RE be different? Toyota made a dramatic move today, plunged minus 4.49% to $2,905.50. Equity markets are responding to reports that Toyota's updated electric SUV is turning into a sleeper hit, Electrek. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. On the geopolitical front, this comes as Tech Weekly, software earnings help S&P 500 hit 8th week of gains, Investing News Network, adding pressure to energy markets. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. On the data front, equity markets are responding to reports that Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500 weekly preview, focus on jobs data, Broadcom earnings, investing.com Nigeria. Turning to commodities. Brent crude surged to $95.30 per barrel, up 3.53% on the session. The move follows reports that oil markets on the brink. Why today's calm may be hiding a historic supply shock, Financial Sense. WTI crude surged to $92.47 per barrel, up 5.85% on the session. The move follows reports that oil markets on the brink. Why today's calm may be hiding a historic supply shock, Financial Sense. Natural gas plunged to $3.19, down 3.13% on the session. This comes as Tech Weekly, software earnings help S&P 500 hit 8th week of gains, Investing News Network, adding pressure to energy markets. Gold dipped to $4,514.80 per troy ounce, down 1% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that gold's safe haven appeal weakens, StoneX. Let us give you our near-term view on Samsung. From a momentum perspective, The next key resistance for Samsung sits around $369,940. A sustained break above that level could attract further institutional buying. The main risk to the upside scenario is a shift in macro conditions or central bank tone. This is our analytical view. Always do your own research. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.16, losing 0.12% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.35, gaining 0.1% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 159.35, gaining 0% on the day. Currency markets are reacting to Commission discusses gas and oil supply risks with EU countries as the conflict in the Middle East reaches a 3-month mark. Ec.europa.eu. Here is what we will be watching closely in the days ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. If you found this analysis useful, please hit the like button. It genuinely helps us reach more investors. Subscribe and turn on notifications for our daily market briefings. Drop your view in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish from here? That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.